Wow, this came up super fast. Okay. Hey guys, I am so excited to be here today. Actually, I'm like super tired, but it's a Friday and I'm so excited that it's Friday. I have one person on. All right. Hey Kat, how's it going? Fast. Okay. Oh, Angel, that was quick. Let me mute my Hey computer. Guys, I Hold am on. So excited to be here today. Actually, I'm like super tired. There we go. All right, Yara. Hey Yara. Someone's giving me love. Let me give it back. I don't have a ton to talk about, so I figure I'm just gonna pen porn. That's amazing because I was actually going to mention your manifestation of your what was it, BMW i4, which was incredible and amazing. So pen porn, Somnus. A lot of you guys, I'll get to the assigning meaning to your circumstance. I'm only going to talk about that for a minute. Then I just figured I would just chat with you guys for a few minutes until my next session starts. But pen porn basically. So long story short, I was going to make a separate video of this, but I've been just dealing with some things that have been preventing me from being able to film as much as I've wanted to. So anyway, pen porn wanted to, so she's been manifesting a lot of things related to her SP and just also allowing herself to be loved, assigning new positive meanings to things, and really just being in the moment and allowing herself to just let the people in her reality give her the love and the support that she deserves. And she's been doing an incredible job. So her birthday was coming and she was wanting to and pen porn, bear with me because I don't have anything in writing helping me here. I'm just based off of our most recent session. So she really wanted to manifest things related, her birthday was coming up, related with her SP. And then she had this desire for her dream car, which is a BMW i4. And so I'm going to condense this down and hopefully I remember all the best parts and the best points of this. And I can almost see you like watching this because I love your energy. So I can almost see you like watching this. Like, so there was, she was bringing, oh my God, where do I start with this? I know that she identified, it literally just came to her. Like she decided that, this is what she wanted. And in Thai dollars, it was like well over 100,000 Thai dollars for the car. She, for some reason, had a vision of a gray, the color was a gray, Brooklyn gray BMW i4, specifically imported from Germany. Am I doing okay? And so, anyway, so she did some visualizing of seeing herself in the BMW i4, holding hands with her SP, and they were on a very specific expressway driving. So she visualized that a few times. And then when her birthday came, oh, let me get this right. There was actually something before that because she didn't realize that it was related to it. In her visualizing being in the BMW i4, there's something with something visual with the dashboard that she was seeing very clearly. And because she wears glasses, there was something that ended up inspiring her, but she didn't realize it was related to this visualization of driving in the BMW and being able to see everything so clearly. But there was some sort of a concern in her mind about that. Then she ended up manifesting getting LASIK surgery. And by the way, when she was having the LASIK surgery, thank you, Pinporn. While she was having the LASIK surgery, her SP brought her and was there for her and was just like really by her side through the whole thing. So now, fast forward, her birthday is approaching. Now, at some point, she needs to bring her current car in to have service. And I believe her current car may have been an older model BMW, I think. Anyway, while she was there, she ends up seeing the BMW i4. She ends up asking the people who work there a question. They end up telling her that this one's not available. Then they end up finding, and this is something that they literally can never usually do, they end up going way above and beyond and finding the model for her at another BMW dealership, I believe. And this one ended up being in Brooklyn Gray, and it just so happened to be imported from Germany, where other models aren't always imported specifically from Germany. So this was just something that came to her. And now, from my perspective, when things come to us like this, just like with your SP, just like with money, just like with careers, again, I've said this from day one with my channel, when you're inspired for something and you have a clear vision of something, just like with me and my SP, when I was having visions of us, it's not that it was like visions of us, okay, this, that, this, that. Now I'm going to make it happen. It's already made and I'm becoming aware of it. And then if I accept it, I allow myself to be with no free will because I've accepted it, then I'm allowing God, universe, source, higher self to bring me through all of these bridges of events. And through the bridges of events and in the unfolding, there may be things that seem to go against me, but those are all the moments to say no. And you just kind of like, all of the circumstances, you're assigning positive meaning, and then I'll weave that into the title, where you're assigning positive meaning to every single thing that is happening. And the best, most positive, highest meaning you can assign to everything is that this is happening and working in our favor. If it's with your SP, everything that is happening is part of the contributing factor to bring us closer together. If it's with money, I mean, I've manifested losing everything in my old world crumbling because it had to, because it wasn't in alignment with what I actually wanted. And looking back, I was down for 2 months. I'm going to get back to pen porn story too. Looking back, I'm so thankful for it, even though, trust me, hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month, getting 1.5 to 2 hours sleep. Talk about going through the furnace of affliction. I maintained all of my focus, energy, and awareness, was on just trust in higher self, God, pulling me through and just continually just going into that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that you're handling everything for me. And it wasn't fun. And yeah, I had moments of wanting to end my life because it was that painful, but I held on, I manifested the support and the love that I needed. And then everything looking back, I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful for the experience because it was all happening for me. It was the best thing to happen for me, to happen to me. Anyway, for me. So back to the story. So now they end up going out of their way. And now, of course, it's the Brooklyn Gray and it's imported from Germany. And again, she picked up on that because that already existed, that she owned the car, that it was her car. So now they end up, it was over 100. I'm going to get this part a little wrong, but it's not going to matter. It was over 100,000 Thai dollars. She ends up manifesting them to literally, because she was such a loyal client, they really wanted her to have this car. Of course, because they are a cooperative component, because it's already done and it already happened. So this was the way that it happened. They ended up giving her like this massive discount of like over 11,000 bucks. Then she was talking to her mom about it, and she was just saying it's still like the being over 100,000 Thai dollars, it's too much. Her mother she ended up manifesting, and this is the part I might get wrong, but she ended up manifesting something around the amount of 35 or $45,000. And anyway, because of that, she was able to easily get her dream car. And the best part was it was the exact color, imported from Germany. She went and picked it up with her SP, and they did end up driving on the exact same expressway that she visualized exactly the same. Okay. So anyway, pen porn, I hope that I did justice to your story. So I just wanted to talk about that. So now assigning positive meaning to everything is very important because this is just the truth. And I'm just saying this with love. I, we're all living this human experience. And through the human experience, there are going to be challenges and there's going to be ups and downs, roller coasters of emotions. Again, like I've talked about before, a lot of times, if you haven't fully manifested that you can eat or drink absolutely anything that you want, if you're affected by not getting enough sleep, and maybe if you're a female, you're on your menstrual cycle, maybe you're taking stimulants, all this and that. A lot of things can cause roller coasters of emotions. Automatically, what happens when you guys are wanting to manifest something, and of course, if it's related to your SP, those are going to be the most heart-wrenching because matters of the heart are the deepest, so they're going to be the most painful. Thank you, Karina. Thank you. Good morning. So when you haven't gotten enough sleep, when you haven't been nourishing your system with things that feel good, if you have not already manifested that you can eat or drink absolutely anything that you want, and you're not affected emotionally by it, you biologically, things are happening that are affecting your hormones, that might be affecting your emotions, and you automatically assign negative meaning just because you're not 100% feeling like amazing and incredible. You go into tailspins about things and you're automatically assigning that this is somehow related to my manifestation. So that's one example of assigning a negative meaning to a silly little insignificant circumstance of literally just being tired and feeling edgy, maybe feeling emotional, maybe, maybe it's some sort of a sugar crash or something related to caffeine. Okay. But then, of course, we go into assigning now meanings to thoughts we're having, assigning meanings to dreams we're having, assigning meanings to signs we're seeing, assigning meanings to things that we're remembering of memories instead of dropping and letting go of the memories, because you realize that infinite realities are existing and that each moment is not even connected to the previous moment. So all of the things that happened in your circumstance and your memories with your SP or with anything else, of course, in our minds, because we're living under this impression that our 3D reality is very solid and we're living in this linear time. Okay. In this linear time, we think that what happened last month, what happened last year, 5 years ago, yesterday, because this happened, it's like if then. So there's conditions that you have on it. If they said this, then that means this. If this happened, if we went through this, if we had this argument, if they told me this or that, then this must mean this. And you're always assigning negative meanings to things because you're still living. So this is where it's understandable, but you need to really stop. You're still living from thinking of 3D reality as being it. This is it. Everything is final. Where the truth is, everything is malleable and circumstances always change. And they will change, and they will always change according to your beliefs about it and the meanings that you assign to it. Now, while a lot of YouTubers will say you don't have to be doing inner work all the time, if you have a belief that your SP is not good for you, that they're going to hurt you, that no matter what, they're going to hurt you, and you just stay like doing your thing. You should be loving yourself and valuing yourself and living your life and enjoying your life. And if you just don't see them in their highest and best light and trust in them and realize that you're safe with them, then eventually what will probably happen is, even if they did come back, if you still have a belief about them that you're not safe with them specifically, then your reality will have to show that to you again. Okay. So anyway, you want to assign positive meanings to everything. I wanted to talk about something really quick. I'm 8 minutes away from my session starting. So I just took Romeo to get neutered a few days ago, and I felt so bad because, I mean, I knew what was happening and I felt like, oh my God, I'm betraying my little boy. But this is good for his health and good for Bella because Bella doesn't even come out anymore because she can sense that energy that he was having in him because of all the testosterone. So now all of this stuff I've manifested, I know. But I was driving the other morning to the vet. And so let's talk really quickly about meanings that we assign to synchronicities. Okay. Signs and synchronicities. And now we all know, or maybe you're learning that signs and synchronicities are manifestations. But yes, there's no question about it that a lot of us, if we have meanings to specific sequences of numbers as it relates to different things we're manifesting, then yes, when we're in alignment, we will see those numbers. And when we're out of alignment, we might see other signs. So, some things for me that are undeniably what I experienced when, manifesting things with me and my SP would always be like, 111, 1111, 143, 43, 777. And if something, if I was deep in, then I would always see this truck. I'm not even kidding. That's big, bright orange, and it says, God is faithful. Okay. Now, for me, because I know some of you guys might, with angel number meanings, if I say what I'm about to say, you might say, well, that's not the meaning of this. So let's be clear. We're talking about everything means what you assign that it means. Okay. So I'm driving to get him neutered. And I had this concern come up in my mind. And I was kind of thinking in my mind, but I felt the need to say it out loud. And I was about to say, I'm concerned about, and I was literally about to say what I was concerned about. The moment I said it, and this is SP related, the moment that I said it, the moment, I'm not even kidding, it was precise. I'm concerned about, and I'm driving, and the car right here, the license plate was a couple letters and 666. Now, for me, when I talk about devil being in the details, I mean that. And I renounce that. I renounce that shit in my reality. But I'm not even kidding you. Then the orange truck, God is faithful, was right. And I was like, loud and clear, loud and clear. And then I go right into being completely obedient and in faith and trust in my end, not in the middle. Devil's in the details in the middle. Okay. So that to me is assigning positive meanings to signs and synchronicities that I'm seeing in my reality. And I'm allowing those signs and synchronicities, although I know that they are literally just manifestations. And I don't want to manifest only signs. I just want to enjoy them, have fun with them, recognize what they are, and then allow them to be signposts. So, in other words, when that happened, that was just like, no, 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 no. Devil's in the details. Drop that thinking right now and go back in faith. And then not only did I see that, like, stop that thought right now, go back into faith. Literally in my reality, I pulled that experience, that manifestation in to guide me. Okay. So that's how I assign meaning to things in my reality. I actually wanted to talk about something else that I absolutely have no time to talk about now because I'm 4 minutes down. So let me see if I can. And guys, remember that signs never precede, they always follow. So if you're seeing signs, just allow the signs to guide you, but not thinking that it's of a separate entity outside of you. It's all coming from you. Okay. Kava wrote, hey, Mama Kim. Hey, Kava. Okay, I have 4 minutes, so I apologize. I can't say hi to everybody. Let me see. Got a lot of people on in just a few minutes. Let's see if I can answer somebody's questions quickly. I apologize because I know a few of the guys are asking. So I'll just see if I can get one person. Oh, Pen Porn wrote the song and the smell of the leather. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. So the other thing was there was a song playing with my client with the BMW i4 that she manifested, and now she owns her Brooklyn gray BMW i4. when she was driving with her SP, also the song that she was visualizing was playing and the smell of the leather. So amazing. I love it. So Butterfly wrote, Kim, success. I had shared some memories sporadically with SP and he always responded positively. But the last time, 5 days, nothing. Then he messaged me calling me his sweetheart and thinks of me. That's amazing. Awesome. Good job. Good job. So give you a whole bunch of hearts for that. Okay, I have 3 minutes. Now been also manifesting my desire for him to ask me to be his date at his daughter's wedding in 2 weeks. Okay, now, so this is I'm so glad that you said that because this is kind of starting to creep into middling. Okay. This is the part that is your end. Like, what is your end, Butterfly Empress? What is your end? Is your end being together in a life together, or is it going to this event in 2 weeks? While, yes, you can, of course, manifest going to the event in 2 weeks, this is not where you keep your energy and attention. What I would do if I were you with the whole daughter's wedding in 2 weeks, I would keep my focus dominantly on the end, and then I would be enjoying in my imagination the progression of us getting closer and closer, of us talking more and more, of all the beautiful communication that we're seeing each other more and more. And I would, in my imagination, just for the sake of pure pleasure, I would imagine seeing us at the daughter's thing in 2 weeks, but not in a way to try to make it happen. You're doing it to enjoy it. It's like an experience that you guys have a memory, but you stay dominantly focused on the end because right there, this is where everybody, myself included, everybody easily gets caught in trying to micromanage things in the middle. This is a perfect example. So while again, enjoy imagining it, but you're not doing it to try to make something happen. You are remembering at a higher level, my inner world creates my outer world, and just enjoy the progression. And that's it. Allow the unfolding to happen without you trying to decide of every little thing that is going to be happening. Okay. All right. I love you. I hope that helped, Butterfly. And now I do have to go. Let me just see. Pen Porn wrote, don't worry about the details. It's still unbelievable for me. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. And then I think I gotta go. So I love you guys so much. I'm going on with my session now. Let me see if I can end this. Okay, have an amazing weekend. I may be having a success story video. It's getting edited right now, and it's just a video of one of my clients with her SP of really, really good movement. She's still in the middle. She's still in the unfolding, but that the editors are editing it right now. And if I like it, I might put it up later on today or tomorrow. If I don't like it, I might refilm it. Anyway, I love you so much. Have an amazing and incredible afternoon. Comment down below that you know that your end exists and you're always going to assign positive meaning to every circumstance in your reality, in everything you're manifesting. Okay. All right. Have an